Hello and welcome. My name is Trismegistus, and this is some Dyson Sphere Program. Possibly the last stream in this particular series. I have done mission complete. We've done quite a few of the infinite researches. I am going to try. It's a bit wrong. A second. There we go. I'm going to try and finish off all of those infinite researches, which are all stacked up here. There are a few more, I think, before technically it will be complete. I think we didn't add on, yeah, because we need the carrier 3 and stuff. So some of these, and I'd quite like to do these and just sort of investigate them. We are a completely random system. I can't actually remember what we did last. I don't know why I'm here. Oh, there's an existential question there. I think I was looking at maybe doing a. Oh, I was. Oh, yeah. Okay. This maybe I just finished something and I was. Yeah, I was doing like what happens if you do a random pattern, wasn't I? I was just sort of messing about, I think, because we got to a stage where it was all just sort of happening. I think I'm going to head back to the home system and sort of maybe continue back there. Looking at... Ooh, didn't we had so much antimatter gubbins. And looking at the home planet and sort of continuing to maybe tidy that up. Essentially, we're at a stage where, I just want to do these researches. So the other thing we could do is sort of boost them up, make them more efficient, etc., etc. I'm just going to put on here about maybe doing a red giant one. And was it Chew that's the home system? I can't remember that. I think it must have been. Let's buzz over here. Oops. Right. One more. And off we head. So I won't be streaming next weekend. Next weekend is my sister's sister's wedding. So I'll be obviously attending that. And I'm not going to get drunk or anything, but I'll be having a few drinks, so not only will I be away, but the Sunday I get back, I won't be in any mood to do a multiple hour stream, so we'll be skipping next week, and then it should be back to normal. I can't see anything for all these labels. It should be back to normal for a good while then, but with the caveat that I can barely hear the game. The caveat that I'm obviously looking for a job, so maybe I'll get a job and I'll need to move again. The whole schedule will get disrupted for a while. But at the very least, it'll be September/October. What's the point? I need to buy my tickets before I go to the EGX and WASD conferences, which will be the next holiday for me. It's quite a way away, this, isn't it? Excuse me. Okay. I don't know why the ETA seems to keep bouncing around, which is a bit weird. Maybe it does the maths differently as it goes along. So it's gone right up to 4. And it's stuck at 4. Don't know what that's all about. Right, yes, how are we doing? Oh, I think the problem here... It's not a problem, but... Yeah, we needed lots of stuff, didn't we? Let's turn the light off. And then work out where the hell is. Can't be that far. Oh, there it is. Can't be that far away. There she blows. Whoa. It bounced off the planet then. Didn't realise it was going so fast. Okay, let's see if we can't find a charge point. There we go. Okay, these back in. Okay. I mean, this is still this is what one of the things I don't quite get about this system, how it sort of manages the resources. At the other end, wouldn't it, for coming? It's leaving. I'm just wondering if I've got copper. Well, I've got a spare one. Okay. But it doesn't have. Yeah, it's got demand, doesn't it? So. Yeah, still 500,000 copper kicking about. It doesn't seem to use it in preference, is what I'm saying. We got any? Oh, there's a demand for copper. Because it's just a random one, basically. So we could put that on storage for a bit. I could maybe take half of that and put it in there. Yeah. I'm just wondering if I could transfer some of it around and basically empty this out, because that actual thing's a bit useless. Do any of these use copper? No, it's all more advanced stuff. No. Plastic. So I really am just wondering about tearing the whole thing up. These have got to have copper somewhere, surely. No? No? Ah, there's copper there. So it's pink. Okay. Let's take some off them. Where were the pink dumbbells? What's them there? Oh yeah, I can put loads more in there. All that it's made, I think. Yep, plenty. Plenty. So yeah, hopefully we can clear that on down. Convert it into a bit more of a useful material. Do I want? I mean, if I probably wouldn't be able to replace that one because it's so close to the thingy. But we're not producing like a full belt of blue. I mean, how many would it take to produce a full belt? So, takes 2 seconds to make one, and a belt carries 30. So you would need 60 machines, but you don't. You need 40. So it'd be 2, 4, 6, 7. It'd be way, way, way longer than that. How about we do that then? We could work on a build for proliferation. Just sort of plot that in somewhere, because that's always useful to have in volume. Let's stand still. It's the build. only quite long if we need 40 machines. I suppose we would get free ones, so it might just end up being like 35 or something. But having cleared a load of stuff down, I don't really have... I guess that's the best long stretch, isn't it? I have to pick up these random chests of rubbish that we've got. Quite speedy now. Where are they? No, completely opposite direction. Ah, there we go. Yeah, lots of rubbish. Okay. I think I'm gonna cave it in. How much? Oh, I've got hardly any landfill. Would that be on this end or would it be in this end? Oh, absolutely no supermagnetic rings. Oh. I've not been to the other planets for a long time. Why can't I start this? We could go and check them out as well. I bet they could do with, you know, they won't have top level smelting or anything. Let's go with light blue since it's proliferation. It's more like turquoise. Yeah, because it's going to be away there. Launchers is not if I extend them. It's got a lot of rockets is the other thing. And I could easily increase that. Like super easy. Just literally copy it over. Might increase them as well. Anyway, if we were to put, say, that there, and also do all of these. So, yeah. Where is it? It's this one, isn't it? The bizarre sideways one. So it needs coal, diamonds, and nanotubes. Okay. Coal, diamonds, and nanotubes. And it's sending that stuff out. Okay. Yeah. Wait, I've forgotten the recipe. So the yellow stuff is just coal, isn't it? Yeah. Just take it out of theirs then. And it's taken me a while to get my brain into this. Sorry. What's going wrong? So if this was where the yellow was built. That makes sense. So it's coming out there. I'm going back there. Oh. bolt out there. You're making Lella. I don't know. There'll be some, won't there? Work it out later. Okay. And then this one will be the green stuff. Requires the Lella and diamond. Okay. So we would have. But I guess I wouldn't have to. I don't have to feed it back in. Oh, there's no point. So we'd be better going that way. Turn that. Well, that way. I don't have to put it in. And the diamond. These will be here. But I need to offset them, don't I? Yeah, so that would need to be done over. Okay. And then that's in the way, isn't it? So that's not here. Oops. That. That. And the diamond comes out. And this can be the feed flow. We change to that, which only requires green. That way. And it'd be a bit more attractive if I did the colour around. No tubes out of here. Is that going to work? Because I need my proliferation to go back in as well. That needs offsetting. I'm just wondering about working the proliferation round because we need to proliferate. Oh, I've not got enough spray coaters. Luckily, I'm on a planet where I'm making spray coaters. So. An easy fix. Where are they? No. No. Yeah. Them. Because we need to proliferate these two. As well as the actual outputs, don't we? So perhaps... if I move that up one. Just thinking about having a bit more room to work with. To there. There. Oops. Then I think so. If we have the proliferation coming out of that way, out of here, say, and then it goes into a splitter. Oh, hello, it's Zombarino, Zombaroni. I've done this there. Long time no see. Indeed. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Zombaroni. Sorry. Because it's all lowercase, and I sort of my brain just didn't pass that. Just mangled that. Right. So, if I'm going in there, it's not particularly convenient, is it really? I could do that one. Could I? be easier if they're the other way around if I do. I think so. If these are the other way around. Found my 200 plus hour Dyson Sphere game in which I had some super white science going. Cool. But I have a shortage of green science. How do you find managing hydrogen? Because that's the thing I've sort of... It's given me the biggest headache. Not that this is like some mega-sized build or anything, but... So I found managing the hydrogen quite annoying, if I'm honest. Right. So, in there, upper level, so into that, and then across there. Got to get some symmetry, see, got to get some symmetry. And then there. And that's already done, isn't it? So that's the stuff coming in. So I also need to do this one, don't I? So if we do that there, then we could do another split maybe. Splitter, which would be best. Can't really do double upper splitting, can you? So that one into there, and then I'm producing 15,000 hydrogen per minute and using 12,000. All right. So what's happening to the other three then? Are you just burning it, or? I haven't got anything. I don't know. I obviously didn't do a restock for a while. Let's have a look. See. So that must be splitters. No, that must be splitters. There. Put them. Can't I put them away? Yeah, I need to sort my inventory. Absolute mess. Solar panels there. Absolute mess. Total shower. Total shower. Why have I got green? Oh, that must have been when I was deconstructing stuff. There then. Yeah. Right. Lost track. I don't know. It's in the entire star cluster. I'm only making 3,000 deuterium. Oh, right, okay. So does the consumption... I don't find the... I'm just going to say, I don't find the... Wait, does the stats in this game particularly understandable? That may just be me as a complete biff. Just not really getting it, but I don't really get how it puts the stats together. But I would assume... Huh, am I sending it out via this one then? Oh, I am on remote supply. Okay. I would have assumed that it's got to be a proliferated one somewhere. The 12,000 consumed includes the deuterium, so because it's 2 to 1 as well. You may be proliferated, but 2 to 1. Ah, that does have proliferation. Going blind. I just want to get it charged really before sort of bring the other stuff in. Get them all glooped up. There we go. I didn't do maths at all, did I? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 18, 20. So half as many again would be 30. And that's therefore only half a belt, because it takes 2 seconds to make one. But we would get a quarter again. So it's 3/4 of that. So we would need, in theory, 10 more machines. I've done the maths in a very strange way then. 1, 2, 6. So it would actually be 25 then. No. 10 makes 15. Which we're doubling because we're at both sides. So that's 30. Quarter again. Oh. Just a total of 60,000 critical photons. Well, there you go. So I would need. So I want 60, but half a touchscreen is 40, but quarter free. I think it's 30 machines, so I think I need 5 more. Just did the maths in another weird way. I got the same number, so it must be correct. That's how maths works, isn't it? Production can be divided by planet, system, or entire star cluster. As long as you're producing more than you're consuming, you don't have a shortage. Yeah. I think that's one of the things I struggle with in it, because the only time you know... It's why I need to get... I guess I could have tried it on this, actually. I know it has the monitor things, and you can use them... People tell me that you can use them for stuff, but it doesn't tell you, like, the potential production. If that makes sense? So it'll only tell you what you're actually producing, rather than sort of what you might be able to produce. You know, what your sort of theoretical maximum is, if that's a better way of saying it, which I don't think it is. Right, I'm going to trial and error the green ones, I think. Rather than... Where do I want to put that? If I put one there... Because I'm going to need quite a few of these. I think. Oops, that didn't take. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 3. Do I need them on the other side? Probably not, but yeah, don't we? Whether it's there. 3. Oops. 3. Oh. Oops. Right, let's get the inserters then. Now you just literally do, yeah, go on. Where did I put the inserters then? So, how do we do that? We go in, out, out. Get all of that. So I'm just going to eyeball the yellow and green. Wait for them to back up and blah blah blah. So we want output there, 2 inputs, output there, 2 inputs. And then you need to be, let's do you first, so we do input, output, input, output. That's not proper power. It's very annoying. So, guess it would be, oh, it's just, that's there, be that tile, case I need to put an extra one on. I've been experimenting with bot lines, basically building factories without belts. Yeah, so it's not quite. I think that's what this is basically here. Because I think, was it you? You forgive me, I'm old. It's an excuse I get to use now. I get to say I'm old because I am old. But I think it was you that told me about the whole. If you feed them into the splitter and they stick it into the chest, and then the bots can grab it automatically. And this was my sort of attempt at doing. Well, because I'm not actually, in a sense, that interested in doing some like gigantic mega base or anything like that. So I've been wondering what to do. You know, because I'm not sure about continuing this for too much longer. And I was wondering about doing, doing some builds basically, and particularly with the bots. Because one of the reasons I've been holding back on working out some blueprints and all that sort of stuff is because how is the other one getting warpers then? Oh, although it's set to remote. Oh, I guess they're coming and grabbing it? Huh. Anyway. Yeah, it's doing some build, and I'd quite like to do the bot builds, because one of the reasons I've been holding back is that obviously there's the combat update, and I'm kind of assuming that it's all going to change. And you might need to have to incorporate other things into your build, so there's sort of a point. But I can't see them changing the bot builds. That would seem daft, really. Right, so let us. We don't want to supply it. We want to just storage it. I'm not sure we've got them. But let's see. Oh, we have. Okay. Oh, only 2,000 of them. We've got 200 diamonds. Okay. So it looks like we could do some bigger builds for, obviously coal is resort war. Do with some diamond builds. I don't know that I wasn't. I'm just wondering if I should bring diamonds in. Actually, I don't know if I can bring diamonds in. Let's see what we've got. I have got some. And then carbon nanotubes. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got them as well. Making all sorts of lovely stuff. Rocket Wars design, yeah. Right, so. What's the diamonds coming in? Take it a little while to properly come through. I think I might put this on storage for a bit, just so it sort of stockpiles a little bit. So I'll have to order in the warpers as well then. Think they're available? Yeah, here we go. Here's the diamonds. Some diamonds, anyway. Was that it? Where's my millions of diamonds? There is a really janky diamond build somewhere. Janktabulous. That's it. It doubles back on itself for some reason. So I could redo that. I'm not sure where those diamonds are going, to be honest with you. It's not really using a lot of stuff. Anyway. So. Huh. I guess because of the 2-to-1 thing, this wouldn't work anyway. Because we would need to produce 2 lanes. I've not really thought that through, have I? Because it's 2 greens required for each one blue, so I need 2 lanes of green to produce one. So let's half size the build then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, are we running out of power? We are. Why are we running out of power? You've got a flipping Dyson Sphere going. Why are we running out of power? Huh. Looks like we could do with a lot more of them then. Unless we're just not making as much. That would seem weird. 530 megawatts. Requested power 10 gigawatts. How the heck have I managed that? 10 gigawatts? Oh, I'm making critical photons here as well, aren't I? Forgot about that. Okay. So we need a lot more power there. But anyway, the point is, I've got this twice as big as it needs to be. So 1, 5, 6, 7. Let's do it there, maybe. Looks like that wasn't properly connected anyway. So we'd only ever actually be able to make a quarter of that, really, would we? Wouldn't we? Maybe I should just rework this entirely. So I think the other solution is to build more on this side, so it becomes... Yeah, put some green over here. Potentially split... Well, I couldn't because it's only maxing out at 30, isn't it? Which is why all those... They're sat there not really doing anything. Yeah, I think I need to go different with this. Don't like that. Don't like any of that. I do not like it. Right. It's made plenty though. It's interesting. How would I guess we just need to go wider, don't we? So if I stick some chests down. It's like carbon tubes and all that sort of goings. So what have we got? We got there. Carbons. Oh. Not carbon, coal. Same again. Oops. Okay. That's carbon nanotubes. Hoppers. And the blue gunk. Okay. So, unless I spot that it, this goes red or anything, I don't really have. I'm just perfectly content to let it go in. So it's gonna be fairly chill, I think, today. Suits me down to the ground. To be honest, spent most of this weekend applying for jobs again. I find it quite annoying having to fill out ever so slightly. Oh, it's too close to that now. Ever so slightly different versions of the same basic questions. It's getting a bit tedious. Okay. So, if I wanted to create, I could put them down the back, couldn't I? So that would be a yellow. Probably with lots of belt shenanigans. Lovely spaghetti. So that might be the yellow, for example. So if this is a green build. And what would it need? It would need 1 diamond for 2 yellows. So, so we've got gold, diamonds, nanotubes. Excuse me. So if the diamonds came out of there. And the green stuff went that way. I think I'm happy if it's half a belt blue. Am I? Yeah. So then we would need a yellow down the back. So we need the yellow build. Yes, we could do the other builds. The other way around. So if that was the yellow. And then we'd have carbon going down the middle. Would that work? Or if the carbon, what if the yellow is there? Which direct insertion? Would that work? So it's half a second to make. I wouldn't be able to proliferate it. let's do it the other way around, but I quite like the idea of having them on the outside. So arrange this very spaghetti way, but the coal say comes down that way. So this is a bit further up, maybe. Oops. And then this would be going that way. Let's just take that out for the time being. And this is more coal. How big are these spray bodies? So there. That's then going in that way. That's coming out there. Let's those two. So that's more coal. That's diamond. That does need proliferating, so that's what I do it there. Double everything up. Okay. So then we get all the blues here. Is that what I'm saying? This is like, well, half a lane of, no, full lane greens. Just need to engineer these so that it's the same production. Right, because it needs 2 yellows, 1 diamond. We can have that now, basically as long as we like. So it maxes out the belt, and if it's maxed out the belt, then it's only ever going to produce half. I know what I mean. I know what I mean. Glad somebody does, eh? Right, I think I've messed that up because I think... Oh no, that's going that way. So that's the coal. Yeah, it's okay. So then that's going that way. That's the coal. Okay. And then you need to be... Ooh, you need carbon nanotubes. But it's 2 to 1, isn't it? Yeah. So carbon nanotubes there. No. That. And then it needs an output. Oh, a return. Oh, oops, missed. No, into there, please. Now these are, that's annoying that that's offset, isn't it? It's the only one. Oh well. That's already proliferated. So that one. But these two need... Come on. These two need doing as well. And then we can have a single. Oh, okay. This as well. Single one of them. So light comes out there. Now simple case. Simply. Yep. So. Now we need power. Rip it up again. Rip it up and start again. Still didn't go in. There we go. No. No, why it doesn't click? I think it's my mouse, but it seems to miss it for some reason sometimes. Now, see, this needs some power as well. Okay. Too far, you say? Too far. Shouldn't have done that because I haven't put the proliferation in. Should have put that in first. It shouldn't be on supply. For the time being. That's fine. So if I clear this off. Clear that off. I don't know if they're double proliferated. It shouldn't be on supply. Let's just put them on all on storage at the time. Recipe in. Insert is on. So in out. That's way too many, isn't it? We already know it only takes like 5 to fill one. And then these need one at the back. And then out, in. These also need. Oh, I should do. Oh, let's do. So one at the back. Out. Out. In. In. Down. Just let it run for a little bit. Also, these. So, get in. Put your bots in. So oddly, those are actually running. I'm trying the maths on that. Right, it's certainly only half a bell, which is fine. Where is it? So 1, 2, 3, 6, 10. But they're half speed again, so it's 15, which is 30. Because it's 2 to 1, it's only half a bell. But we're getting a few free ones because of. At least if we get down to the end. Green appears to be continuous, so that's okay. Means we have some here not time. Looks like about 4 on average, so let's take out 4, see what happens. Nothing, because that's not connected for one thing. Wait, what? What? Why literally has nothing happened? Oh, it's on supply, not demand. Idiot, stupid. Oh, I can't put it in. Can I? So I have to do it manually. Green ones. That doesn't rather drop in. So yeah, we've got 4 sat here, not able to work. In fact, more than that, so. Although these aren't doing anything. Oh, is this full? Wow, that's quick. Send them away, send them away. Now. So it's not quite producing a belt now, so I've set it out slightly too many. See, sometimes Mach 1 eyeball is perfectly fine. Why are you complaining? You're not getting yellow stuff. Wait, have I think I've connected the machine. Yeah, I have. You're taken from the belt, not the machine. Oh, what's that save again? Okay. I said this yesterday. I'd been going on about potentially playing Satisfactory. Now that update 8 is out, but Satisfactory, unfortunately, doesn't really work anymore on my machine. Even with the lowest settings, update 8 has kind of killed it. That's not too surprising. Oh, it never really ran that well. I'm totally honest. I just plowed on regardless, but it, yeah, it's, it's weird. I've taken these out and I'm now putting them all basically back in. Yeah, so you're mentioning of playing, you know, again, is probably going to have to wait until I get my upgrade, which, to be totally frank, is going to be years. But I don't know how long it is before Satisfactory will actually get its sort of final version. It'll be a while. Right. As well. Yeah, so we've got a sort of struggly one at the end, which is fine. Okay. I might just leave the belts then. It's quite weird. One. Cool. I'm glad that is sort of building up some. Or, you know, it's not immediately empty. Because we were getting a bit low on proliferation, because I've gone around proliferating everything. It's quite good that it's... Okay, I'm probably just going to leave the old build, but what we can do is boost up that diamond production, which I've headed in this direction. I mean, what is this even meant to be doing? So, I guess if we just upgrade it... Oh, I don't have... Oh, I do have. And that's a nice simple fix. A simple tweak. Oh, and it's... Yeah, doing that again. I never knew with these, because they got that, like, venty thing at the top. Like it's meant to be spinning. Like it's a fan or something. But doesn't do anything, which is a bit weird for this, because they use a lot of effects to make it look more animated than it is. Which is quite clever. Yes, so that's chugging away, but it's therefore not... What are you doing? Yeah, because this is more coal than it's actually... You know, these aren't... I mean, they are, because it's just trickling through, but, you know, we don't actually have enough coal on a single belt to support all of those. So what we can do instead is chop that off there. Flip that around. Have the coal coming out of this one. I don't know which is the input. That's the input, isn't it? Go away. Yeah, that should hopefully get a bit more local diamond production going without completely tearing it apart. Okay, so I haven't noticed this going into red at all. So it looks like things might have stabilised over on the Dyson Sphere planet. What I could also do, I could burn some deuterium, couldn't I? But we can put some more of these in on the other side. No real disastrous consequences. Obviously, I've got that old deuterium production, which argument that I could just rip it apart. But what have we got? We've got 18. We could stick them in. I need to like sort through the inventory, I think, as well. I'm a bit of a mess, but pop these in first. So I think I found that works well, doesn't it? No. There's the sweet spot. Ah, there we go. Right, so let's run around. Yeah, so we could also go and look at the other planets in this system, because they've not had a lot of TLC for a while. Sat there expecting local production, and local production's dried up. That's another thing we could do, but not vital, because they're not supporting, or are they? They might actually be supporting the science production. I wouldn't anticipate they are, but they might be. They might be. Never know. Oh. Yeah. It's obviously Father's Day today. I think that's one that everyone, well, all the sort of countries that celebrate it, do it at the same time. So I believe it's essentially a. It's every time, you know, you try and sort of celebrate it with him, he basically just goes on about how it's an American invention by the like card companies to sell cards and that sort of stuff. So I think does it to, you know, to like a spending money in basically. No, what have I not got? Belt. Which is fine, but say it's a bit sort of. It's one of the things where, you know, you buy someone a card and then they just basically go. I mean, I do it as well. People, you know, subscribe and do bits and stuff, and then I go, oh, you know, you don't need to do that. It's all, you know, it'll go to charity and all that sort of stuff. Weird way of showing gratitude. But yeah, anyway, I gave him a call this morning. He was literally just sort of, he just didn't care at all. He was like, you know, thanks, I need to go shopping now. Right. Okay, I can get a few more on here as well, yeah. Another set of them. How many have I got? I've only got 2. Where would they be? No. 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 There. Obviously, I mean, this is just asking it to send more power when there is no more power, but so we can also boost up the rocket production, get the Dyson Sphere really rocking. Should be no great difficulty. Rocket production is actually proven quite easy. I was a bit surprised. Surprised that was not the thing. Not the thing I was struggling to produce. Understood it was the hydrogen management that scuppered me. Okay, another one off the list. So hopefully we should get all of them at least researched today. And maybe I can do just a last one, wrapping up, and maybe we can look at the red giant again. Not interested in doing that though. Send back. Okay. So that's a bit more demand. Oh, I didn't fully put them in either, did I? Should we just do that as well? I thought I'd finish them off, but clearly not. What one am I doing here? It's the one, I think. Is that the right one? Oh, I can't remember how I've done it. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. And then across 2, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. To that. Yeah. Yeah. We've also put them into the middle. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna, I'm seeing him next weekend, obviously, because he's the father of the bride, so he's going to be there. But 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. It's going to be a bit of a week for me. I'm attending 3 conferences all in a row. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Well, they're not all called conferences. 2 of them are summits, I think. I don't know what the difference is meant to be, but 6, 7, 8. I'm not the most. They're not too bad, those things, because you can just wander around and people will happily tell you about what they're doing. But I'm not that good with like unstructured meeting people. I don't know how else to phrase it, but it's like just introducing yourself to people with no real purpose. Like small talk and things like that. I'm just atrocious. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you can say to them, so what do you do, and what are you promoting, and that sort of thing, it's a lot better for me. No. Okay. But yeah, meeting new people and all that sort of stuff. A bit of an introvert. I find it quite exhausting. Right. So 3 days in a row is going to wipe me out, and I've got the wedding. So yeah, I'm not going to stream next week. I'm going to try and push that. Right, there's got to be. Oh, there's a couple missing. So that's missing. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. Hopefully, I've got all these the right size, the same size at least. Sounds like fun. Oh, it'd be interesting. I'm not, it'd be interesting. It's just, say, because it's quite mentally, hard work for me doing that sort of thing. So, I will be exhausted on Friday, I think. I've got the day off, and all I've got to do is drive down to my dad's, Yeah, the other thing I could add on, as well as some more rockets, is oh, we've got the end piece there. That's missing. Let's do that as well. Is some suns. 6. Some artificial suns. Can burn some of this deuterium. Will give another reason, another, use for all that hydrogen. Is that all of them? I don't know what I'm going to do with the middle bits, because I think that's too long to connect, is it? Oh no, that's okay. But is that then too big to put in? It's going to be like a classic soccer ball, football shape, isn't it? With hexagons and pentagons. Is that too big just to put a... Yeah, shell too large. So we do need a middle bit. So be across there. I should use a different pattern, shouldn't I, really? Visually different. We'll just do one of those. See how it looks. I fancy having one as a gap every so often. In fact, I could colour them in black and white as well. See how that works. Right, so, where is the best place to build this? I guess... because I think I am actually already sort of ordering in. Yeah. It's got antimatter there, but you know it's not full, so... How about we just do some... Oh, have I got only one? Oh, I'm making them on the other planet, aren't I? So I literally only got one. Because you need the football things. The hollow footballs. Oops. Drink myself. Yeah, so let's just pop one in. I don't actually know whether these are a feed-in one. Let's have a look. No, so they're a grabber, are they? Grab? Yeah, you do. Okay. So if we have that coming out there. Grabber. Inserter. Oh! Built Dyson Sphere with a huge power output of 18.8 gigawatts and antimatter fuel rods from star power, activating your first artificial star. It rotates so gracefully, it burns so intensely. Its spectacle surely means that you've truly harnessed the stars and can stably transport this energy to all corners of the universe. Huh. Yeah, huge amount of demand in this system. Right. Let us sort out my junk. Got all of that rubbish as well. We can just get rid of that. We don't care. We've got the weird materials and the wood and stuff. I don't know why I've kept them, but let's still keep them. Just because. Oops. These are ones I manually harvested to just get the achievement. Right. Now, what do I actually want? Let's go through. Because I need some rockets. Have I got rockets? No. Let's go and add on some rockets. Over here. To do some anviling. This. Do that up a bit. What's this? Oops. Why are you jumping about like that? I copied that wrong. That bit. I guess it's because the rocket things are too big. Oh. Is that because I'm in the way? Or what? No, the oil is in the way. Okay, let's just do 4 extra then. Cool. Not quite double, but not far off. Off we go. Right. Okay. What's where? Right, let's get rid of the green belt. Into a blue belt. And then some. That might be better if that's burning up a bigger buffer. Four rail belts. Green ones. 100 or so. Gosh, 3 of them. Those still. We want 51 of those. Those. That's 58. 10 more. Wow, no, actually, let's do that. Raymond receivers. Let's just have a stack of them. Boxes. So we'll always have half a stack of that. Fluids is fine. Pilers I've got. Because not. Water pumps. 18 of those. These guys. So we're using a lot of these now. So maybe 2 sets. Energy exchangers. So if I take another 40 of those. Yeah. Geothermals are fine. Oh, now, if I take another 32, turns up 100, we want, can't get 150, can I? So, whatever. So, thermal generators I've got 4 of. So I got, I think I'll put them back. Let's just have 10 of them. Them. What else? So those. 9 more of those. Don't need the orbital jobs. Do these stack to 30? I think they stack to 50 now. And assembly machine 1s we don't have any of. So those. I could. This is one of the things I don't quite understand why this isn't bigger. Because I could, you know, have a lot of these on here and get a boss to do it, but you know, you only get a few slots for some reason. I don't know if it's one of the infinite researches. So, oh, just save. 15. There. Shouldn't have any of them now. That should be flipped round. This should go the other way. This should be on supply. Where are we making them? There. But yeah, this whole thing of, you know, multiple sharing things, I think that's going to be quite a fun puzzle to work with. So, say, it's kind of what I was thinking about maybe doing as a continuation of Dyson Sphere playthrough, because I'm aware that I mean, I'll always stream, in fact, find something to play and do with it. A lot of people who watch the streams watch the Dyson Sphere ones. They don't watch the Factory. Well, on Twitch, it's the other way around. In fact, people actually watch the VODs on YouTube. So, where have I got any of them? Like that setup. Thank you. It's not, as I say, what I'd quite like to do. I think there's like a. It's not necessarily optimal as such, but it's sort of. And I initially started with them just doing 4, so it's all square. And then I realised you could do the diagonal things and you can get effectively 6 inputs. But there's lots of them that can share. So this is sharing the, you know, gears, for example, between these 3. So maybe there's something else like a bit here that would share the gears. And is the gears the optimal one to share? And, I think it'd be a lot of fun building setups like that. I don't think you could ever reach because obviously, you know, sharing gears between 4 different builds means that they're all going to be quite slow. So maybe it's better to share, say, like the stone brick between 4, because that's relatively low demand, you know. Quite fun to work through stuff. And also then do you do, you know, this is my build for, you know, early game, or as soon as I've got the bots, or and then you build one for mid game and one for late game. Because certainly the upgrading is a little tricky, particularly with like belts and stuff, because the machines produce them so quick that if you're trying to recycle them using bots, they don't actually deliver the old belts quick enough. So you have to put in older inserters, like slower inserters, basically. Right. Now I've got a gigantic number of these. I don't need 120 of them. Let's just go with 60. So again, I must already have set this recycling up for this, but level 2s we could get loads of. Do I want to do that? I guess maybe not. Let's do 2 stacks. I think I'll just keep 1 stack. 4. Fractionators. Don't think I've got any of them. Now, is this capped at 1500? Oh, okay. Must be capped at 2000. Yep. And then what about this? Loads more than that. I don't think I need many of them. And then these guys, maybe 100 more. Oh, I've obviously set a thing on them because it's bringing them back. What I don't think I have is landfill production here, do I? So I could add that on. Anyway, rail ejectors. Let's just make sure we've got 1 stack. So I can build regardless. I think I'm just going to leave the raw resources. Just getting to a stage where there's plenty of them available. So I didn't make landfill here. We should have landfill coming in. Yes, it is. Find the right one. It's being made on one of the other planets, but we might as well have landfill production. Give a use for any steel and stuff that's still trapped in the system. Right, yeah, let's just build a couple of machines, I think. This landfill is literally just, yeah, stone and steel. So, having grabbed all of them, I'm now going to use a load of them. So let's preempt that. If I do, I grab, say, 6 of them. No, 6 will work. Won't it? Yeah, 6 will work. So we want, don't want any belt. Oh, splitters! I didn't round them off. So 13 of them. So we want 3. This. I want 3 boxes. In fact, I should actually make that 25, don't I? So, oops. So we want 3 of those. Manufacturer assembly. No. Oh. Okay. Oh no, I don't need the splitter still. No, the boxes. Yeah. Oh, no. Silly person. What can I do to them? I did... diagonal. That one. And they do one more box, don't they? So how about we do that? So, because the stone is more requested, because these are needed. It's the top hats. Okay. Need 4 of them then. Right. So I can have the outputs. Yeah. I don't like this, that it becomes annoying to put the inserters on. Once you've got the top hats on. Bit about that. So landfill. It's 3 to 1? 3 to 1, yeah. So we have these two both be stone. This could be steel. So if we put, say, 3 on there. Do that. Use that. 1 on that. Then everything needs pots. Which, yeah. Oops. There. And select power. That over. Get this to stack down. Well, we want loads really. Let's not completely fill the box. Landfill here. So this is going to in the landfill. There it is. I wonder why they're in a different order. Interesting. I think we've got a few more than that. A few more than that, my friend. A few more than that. Landfill. What's the demand? Okay. Okay. So this was going to be stone. Run that in. This is the same. Put that in. This is steel. Nothing may happen. I'm not sure there is steel production left in this planet anymore. Provide. Kind of got rid of it. Yeah, so nothing's happening, is it? So, oh, there was that copper as well. We can have a look at how that's gone. We've still got 500,000 copper knocking out, so we're not finished by any long shot. I might as well just try and use it all up, I guess. Okay. Anyway, one of these should have steel. Steel. There we go. Ah, so it's being demanded, but there's nothing coming in. Okay. I wonder why that is. Copper we know, because I'm trying to force it to use that local copper, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. And that's... oh, yeah. We're also missing the rings. Okay. I don't suppose that's because... so we've got graphite going in. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to pop to the other planet, I think. Let's just have a quick look, see. Okay, so it's gone up half as much again already. And we're getting a few bit closer to filling them. Okay. Let's pop to the other planets then. Let's see what's going on. Actually, this is where I should be able to tell. No, I can't, can I? Because it's obviously not producing them. So it won't appear long. Oh, there we go. Production of 96. Where's Chew 4 then? Which is Chew 4? That one. My botline factory isn't pretty, but it might be at least functional. Sorry if that was a while ago. I just got racked up again. Yeah, I mean that's. I mean, you know, that setup. I'd say is probably the opposite way around, which I think is probably what you meant. In that, I think it looks like a nice layout, but it's not. It's not going to be in any way efficient because it's sharing a lot of stuff. And ooh, missed it past. No, missed. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Yeah, because it's sharing a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, we've got like yellow assemblers and stuff still here. Wow. Wow. Yeah, because they're sharing a lot of stuff. They're making it slowly, but everything in there is all the buildings. So I'm trying to, you know. So got iron and gears. There's landfill, which is fine. That's them. So we've got magnets coming in. Okay, so there's no these. It's not. Oh, they appear to be starving for input. Yeah, they're all coming in. So it's the output side of life. Oh yeah. Oh, and steel as well. Huh. I'm making steel here? Well, clearly not. Clearly not. Maybe that's just leftover. I thought I moved steel to another planet. Oh no, there's steel there. So you're making iron. That making steel. Oh, it's dried up. Okay. Am I drawing in raw resources then? I'm not, am I? In fact, have I got any planets set up? I don't think I have, have I? So we're trying to make iron things with no iron. Or very little iron. Okay. I realised I hadn't, you know, got these to pull in iron. Well, there you go. Do I want them bringing in iron ore? They are now, so there's no question on that. I guess because it's not like Factorio where there's like stacking effects, so it's like, you know, stack size effect, so you know, it's all just 1 to 1, so it sort of doesn't matter. It's a return line I have to figure out. Meaning sending the stuff back, you mean, from the machines? So that's iron coming in. So it's got gears. Yeah, so it's just not got. Yeah, it's just completely dried up. I guess I haven't been here for a very long time. A couple of tiny little veins here. Wind up. No. Purple. Okay. Cool. And also shortcut it with the belt. Use the gun. I mean, these are all level 1 smelters. I think I'm not too fussed about them. Not being level 2, that's fine. Oh, there's a bit of iron there. We can go and as well. So it's not completely dead. Just can't do what I'm asking it to. Can he do what I'm asking? Okay. Yellow belt, look. Yellow belt. Well, I never. Okay. Oh. That one's dead as well. Yep, completely dead. Oops. Oh, and that's on supply as well. Okay. Guess this was a bigger patch at one time. I think we're probably going to need a second iron one coming in. I assume I've just set some random planets up with maybe the ones in the lava system. Maybe the ones in the lava system. Might as well bring silicon in then, because that's relatively low. Tons of titanium. That's another one where I think that, so I think it'll be stone and titanium are kind of the resources for defense. I think they're going to be like planetary defenses, essentially, like hardening, maybe, because obviously titanium, you know, it's hard, and stone is as well. So I suspect there'll be some kind of shield or something that you can build. That's my speculation. So that's a stone build, that's fine. I mean, they're just, you know, watching bullets, aren't they? So who cares? There's another dead one. And that's on supply. I think I might have been trying to tap them out, so I could just move around, move processed iron around, but this is fine as well. Looks like the planet is running out of juice, though. Oh. I wonder if that's because I've increased demand, or if it's just not particularly efficient system. Oh yeah, no, generation is really low. Oh, we don't know. Okay. Let's have a look and see what. So that's an infinite one. We've already got that one on. So we can add that one. Then that one. And then I think I might need to do that one as well. But we shall see if it pops the achievement. I mean, we're not going to finish that today. Not in an hour. I might just leave it running at some point. Are you just moaning about having too little? You are. Yeah. So what was? Can I order in artificial stars? Did I set that up? That's the question. What's a good one to put it in? Why did I put silicon? Right, so if we order in, try and order in stars, what happens? Nothing. Oh no, there we go. So I've put them in on the other system. I could have brought them in on the home planet as well, couldn't I? Didn't think about that. Oh, we've got a cargo stack. Okay. Okay. How do I set that then? I don't know. In the meantime, then, let's have a look at that then. So, do you just set it here? Oh, right. So they come out as twos. Okay. So that just means set it as default as 2. Okay. Oh yeah, everything's come out as 2s now. Oh. Nice. Nice. Okay. So it's really simple to use then, isn't it? Just set on default by default, but you can set it to whatever you want if you only want one coming in. Cool. Right, are those suns here? Are those suns here? Because I could put on here, we could also have your antimatter coming in. Yeah, maybe we've stopped producing it. Maybe I've used up all the hydrogen. Because that's the flaw in the system. Okay, so they come in. Let's just grab them. That's one of them. Maybe on there. Yeah, there's nothing coming in, is there? Because what I should really do, and it's why I started building this here, but, you know, we're way off anywhere near the power. Anyway, are there any other dead patches? Is that a thing? That's not dead, but it's basically dead. Where's the steel one? That's steel there. Because we're way off, basically. I mean, it's only producing like a fifth of the power it needs, which is a bit nuts, actually. I didn't realise these were so... I must have come and upgraded it and not really thought about the power. Sounds very much like me. Where is it? Last one, there we go. Yeah, so it's not getting any antimatter. Anyway, let's hook up these. Because it didn't hurt to have these burning stuff either. Not that it'll hit what we need. But yeah, we could put a... Oh, can I chain artificial suns? I didn't think about that. I've literally used them like once, because generally by the time you get to the point that this is what you're doing, I've finished. I've lost interest. So can you chain these together? So if I put another one here, lack of item. Why would I get another item then? Collide with our object. Okay. Put it there. And I can chain them. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's going. 2. I like that it forms these little triangles with all the things going around. Yeah, the lava planet is sending, you know, batteries here, and it's not even hitting, you know, what we're after, really. So there's clearly a lack of power. lack of deuterium as well. Sliver. The forecast today was like massive thunderstorms all day. It's not even rained. It's been so inaccurate. Oops. Hit the wrong button. So inaccurate. Continuously forecasting thunderstorms and then absolutely nothing happens. Could really, I mean, it's been so humid. So see, had our heat wave and up to 30 degrees, and one of the problems I always have with the UK's heat waves, because 30 degrees isn't hot. There's plenty of other places around the world that get way hotter than 30 degrees, but and you know, people find it okay. But obviously it's a thing that we're not used to in the UK, but it's always so humid. It's more like tropical almost. It's like just so humid because it's an island, I think. It tends to burn a lot of. Okay. What's that? Oh, that's warpers, isn't it? Yeah. It's got all these stacks of labs. It looks like we could probably support more. Because are these running full chat? No, so they're not quite hitting max. These are though. These are all running continuously. What about these? Support more science in theory. What about you guys? It's got loads of antimatter. Is it just the hydrogen again? Have I starved it? No, it's just because it's like one machine. It's the footballs that are very slow, isn't it? Okay. So yeah, loads of antimatter. Oh, I know critical photons are just drowning in them. Okay. So these are all running at max speed, basically. So if I wanted to increase science, try and get this done a bit quicker. Because I think I have to do all of them to get it to do the thing. I could just test if we just do that. Oh no, I have done an infinite. Because it's 7, isn't it? So 5, 7, 3, 5, 6, 8, 7, 9, 5, 7, 6, 8, 5, 7. So I have done one of each of the infinites apart from all the way up here, and I don't know if that is an infinite. Well, it must be, because that says 12. So if we do that one, and then that one. Where's 11 gone? What? Looks like maybe that's the maximum. That's 12,000. A bit lost why. $11 is like a gap between them. We have to do 13 for this, isn't it? So I take that off. No? Oh, look, what? You have to do the others. Yeah, that requires 11, which is that one. So then be able to do that. And that will require 13. Okay, so I'll just do 13 first. Yeah, can't do that because 13. I'm assuming at that point we're then done. Pop the achievement. Yes, so let's go around and... Alright, that's not running at max. Why not? I suppose it says that the bot takes them away. Yeah, so it does actually look like we've got a bit of headroom. Okay, so let's go and add some here. Making white cubes. Do I have labs? Where's the one with... It's staggeringly pretty, this game, isn't it? It's just every time you sort of catch it, basically, and go, whoa, that's pretty. Yeah, with the Dyson Sphere, complete one in the background, and one being made, and all these effects and stuff. I don't know if they have done some optimizations. I am slightly amazed that my system is not just melting, given how badly it was doing before. Seems a bit strange, but... Oh well. Oh, of course they're doing the thing in the middle, aren't they? So yeah. This needs to go somewhere. Pen yourself in. Pen yourself in. Let's do it on this side then. Ow, laps. Okay. What are you colliding with? What's your problem? Oh, it needs these. Why didn't you say so? Why didn't you say so? Right, copy that one. There. And then it needs to be inserted there. And on. That one. Okay. Managed to make that staggeringly complicated, didn't it? So let's just doom stack them. Cool. So that's doubled our white science production. I don't imagine it's actually that high. Oh, it's... white cube, there we go. 156. need to drop it down to 1 minute, don't I? So 240. $300 rather. Yeah, so these are now being consumed at maximum. I think that's evened itself out. This one's higher because I'm making bonus ones for the Warpass, but 240 seems to be the max. So what would a quarter of that be? It would be 120, 60. So 300 actually. Because this is getting proliferated. So actually, yeah. I'm just thinking, because this seems to be 150-ish. With a bit of wobble, but it's consuming 240, so it does need obviously increasing. But if I double the number of machines, we could get 300, which actually means we could support more. I think I've convinced myself of that, even though I'm not sure. Right, but there we go. Right, so let us. In fact, I should be able to just copy and paste this, shouldn't I? I won't have enough labs, will I? I'll try and double everything up. Where were labs? Labs. I'm in. Okay. So a bit of green. Everybody copy the green. Yeah. What am I missing? Perhaps. I say they've been wrong about that forecast. I can now, I think, smell rain, which is a weird thing to say, but it's that damp sort of mustiness. Right, so purple. Oh. What are you doing? Okay. What's the actual science? Oh look, all the labs are running, so that might actually be a limit as well. Right. Labs. 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 Them. Okay, let's go to the other end. Why have we not... Why does it not put the inserters on? Huh. Glue done. Yeah, I mean, we're not struggling with antimatter yet. We'll have to see what gets on. What the heck is going on with this? Okay. Okay, zero. We already did. Right. So red's running. Blue's running. We know antimatter was over the top. Yeah, that was okay. Yeah, a lot of them aren't running because the extras for warpers. In fact, we didn't need to double that up at all, but that's fine. Purples are okay still. No, you're all running. You're all running. It's not running out. Okay, what's production doing then? 300. Yeah, so these are more. So consumption is only 225. So we could put more in. Obviously that's like 500 consumption. Weird that that isn't higher. I guess because the lights have stayed fixed. I thought I'd boosted like that. Maybe I only boosted it up to 300, but I thought I boosted it up to more than that. I guess not. But anyway, these can go higher. You know, these are getting up to over 300. So I could put more of this in. Perhaps not a double stack's worth. You know, double columns worth. But let's be optimistic. Everyone loves an optimist. Yeah, run out. Okay, we'll do that in here then. How are we doing it? One, three. What's power doing that? We have loads of power. Yeah, we're only using half. Okay. Level 10. So 20 minutes. 15, 20 minutes. 10,000. So yeah, getting into territory with that would be completable in a further stream. I think. Let's see if we can't just add in. How many we're missing? We're missing 6, about 8 or so. Let's get 10. Yep, one left. Okay. $19.9 gigawatts. So, oh, it just tells you the total, does it? So the 10.6 in that one, 9.06 in that one. Huh, so it doesn't do it. That's interesting. I guess it's because these aren't, in a sense, proper Dyson spheres, because they let light through. So I guess the more you have, effectively, the more of the light, proportion of the light, the sun you're able to harvest. Because obviously, if you have a close sphere versus a wild sphere, you're not going to get any more power technically, because the sun is only outputting so much. But yeah, I mean, that's only what? I mean, I haven't even filled all of them in. I've left half of them gaps. And that's like half. So we would be able to get... I'm looking at the wrong one. Oh. So 18... So maybe 36 out of the single... If it was all filled in and... all built. There's not a lot of point to that. I haven't really got the demand for it now. I guess I could stick all those critical photons back in. But, we weren't running short. Now the issue now is going to be that I've just put in double the demand for all of these, and I wasn't actually producing much more than I needed. So I'm quickly going to run out of stuff. Yeah, it's way, way bigger than I've ever done before. Oh, I was saying the rockets weren't a problem, but we are all out of rockets. Huh. Why is that then? Because they weren't doing it all badly before. So, oh, it's lacking deuteron. Okay, deuterium. Frame materials. Oh no, nanotubes is what's sure. Because that's being belt fed into there. Yeah. Oh no. Well, they're not struggling, but there's no nanotubes. So it's not doing anything. Okay. So actually this is a lack of machines as well, isn't it? Because there are, you know, it's 240. Okay. I could double these up and really give it something to think about. But yeah, carbon nanotubes. Where's the other bit? Yeah. Same thing. The carbon nano. Making panels. Okay. Presumably, carbon nanotubes are being made here. See, I do enjoy this sort of thing because you know, it's Factorio as well as like this, where you like chasing bottlenecks and building more and all that sort of stuff. I do enjoy it, but I don't know if it's the most thrilling viewing. Sort of just build more, right? Yeah, that's what these games become eventually. They just build more until you get bored of building. Wait, I'm going to the wrong one. That one we want. Intermediates. But yeah, it's just like, oh, well, you haven't got enough carbon nanotubes. Build some more carbon nanotubes. Okay. $30 seconds? I'm not waiting 30 seconds. I'm going to fly past the planet in a time period that is far longer than it would have taken me. Right, so where the heck are carbon? Where the heckins is a carbon nanotube? It's got to be chemical labs. That's graphene. Graphene is struggling a bit, so that might be why we're not making carbon nanotubes, but let's find the actual carbon nanotubes. One of the wonder materials that everyone got obsessed about and basically doesn't have any applications yet. Okay, so these guys are just not enough, basically. Are they level 2 labs? They are. Look at the size of that one. Would I be able to find another place to put one of them in? I do not think so. Okay. Yeah, there's no way we're squeezing another build like that in. Okay, so what do we do? Maybe the trouble is it requires a lot of infrastructure setup to build another one like that. We might be able to flip it round. Where is it? Oh, I lost where it was then. Might be able to flip it round. Okay, we're not any power problems, so it's not a weird. It's a headroom. So, question becomes, can we take this, and like, turn it round or something, and squeeze it in? So, ooh, I think we can. We can. I think we're going to lose maybe the end ones. Let's see if it will let me put it. There. So I think it crashes into the... No. No, it's not crashed into that at all. What am I missing? Oh, a job. Right. Wow. So that's carbon nanotubes doubled. As you do. As you do. $16,000, $24,000. We might knock. I don't think we will, probably because it's going to be 20 minutes. Or maybe. Might get that one done by the end of the stream. That would be then, but it's obviously doing a exponential build because it's going 10, 12, 16, oh, 16 again, and then 24. So yeah, need another stream to finish all of them off. Oh, where has that come from? Where has that come from? There's an FPS counter in this game? Okay. How long has that been there? What's the blue one then? Is that, oh, FPS balance. Slide the green and blue sliders to adjust the target ratio of rendering frame rate and logical frame rate to balance the importance between video fluency and game simulation speed. So video fluency presumably being the green and simulation speed being the blue. This setting only works when performance is bottlenecked and frame drops are felt. Oh, am I dropping frames? Oh dear. It's not warning me about drop frames in OBS. Certainly when performance is bottlenecked and the frame drops are felt. The ratio of the best experience varies for different environments and needs. This setting does not actually optimize the performance of the game, but only adopts different settings according to different application scenarios, for example. The ratio can be set to 1 to 5 when idle, hang up to prioritize the speed of game simulation. So basically, if you're leaving it running, like I could just leave White Science running and see how far we can get between streams, sort of thing. So you would turn down the greens, the video performance, because you don't care whether it updates once a minute or that's once a second or 30 times a second. Okay. Detail back in the green number is the rendering frame rate, which represents the refresh speed of the game video, usually determined by the GPU performance. Yeah, so that's my graphics card. So it's interesting. It's running at above. I'd assumed it was running at 30, but it looks like it goes high. The blue number is the logical frame rate, which represents the compute speed of the game simulation, which is usually determined by CPU performance. I'm staggered that sat at 60, given how old my CPU is. The goal of the game logic frame rate is always 60 UPS to guarantee that 1 second in the game world equals 1 second in the real world. Balance is set to 1 to 3. When the video cannot reach 20 UPS, the game simulation speed will be slowed down. Set to 1 to 2. Video cannot reach 30 UPS, the game simulation speed will be slowed down. Conversely, if the game simulation speed itself cannot run to 60 UPS, video will be forced to 30 FPS in exchange for a logical frame speed of 60. This time, if the balance is set to 1 to 1, you can sacrifice part of the logical rate in exchange for the smoothness of the video. Balance to 1 to 3, you can further compress the rendering frame rate to 20 FPS to make. To make logical frames close to 60 UPS. Huh. I wonder how long that's been. I have no idea you could do that. Right, this isn't getting stuff. Why is it not getting stuff? Because it's not got titanium. Why has it not got titanium? The amount of titanium we must be making. May not be bringing it in though, it may just be the local production. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, so let's bring titanium in then. Those are all the machines, aren't they? Okay. Yeah, so steel and blue engines are really struggling, aren't they? Yeah, but we don't have graphene either. We did see where that was at some point. It's got to be a chemical lab. Those don't have any recipes in. this is graphene here. Well, we're thumping through the fire ice, so... where were those? There they are. Bizarre that these don't have the recipe set. Yeah, so that's a lot more carbon nanotubes. And I need to think about making some planets that make blue engines, don't I? Which might be a sort of better use of the red dwarf, maybe. Because we can power it via, you know, and another Dyson Sphere. Oh, I ended up with 4 oil refiners. $20.5. Alright, we're not actually supporting what we need, are we? Why is that? Oh no, it's the requested. So, yeah, because like the critical photons won't be running for me. I'll still be requesting the power. Oh no, it's this planet. Okay. So demanding 4.6. Wow. It's all these bots flying around. Wow, look at all that deuterium. Yeah, we do need this Dyson Sphere then. I hadn't appreciated that. Let's see this. 6. It's almost made all of the nodes. Just the sails that need to go in. I'm just wondering about going to the other planet. Boosting up that antimatter production. Because, you know, that one we just looked at has loads of deuterium. Oh no, and hydrogen, sorry. Just basically from... What does that mean? Because antimatter doesn't use deuterium, it uses hydrogen. And deuterium rods we don't want to make more of because we're running out of blue engines anyway. So that's a bad plan. I'm going to the wrong one again, aren't I? There is at least some carbon nanotubes coming in, but yeah, it's clearly a low production item. I've, 15 minutes left, so I might just finish that one. Let's see about turning the red giant into that one, wasn't it? No? Was that not? Huh. I thought I renamed it. Guess not. Maybe I renamed the planet by accident. See, FPS has gone up to 50, even though I'm flying around on this. You know, around the sphere. Interesting. It's what I'm thinking. Basically, is like this is the last Descent mission of I'll do, because then we'll get lots of blue motors. We could do carbon nanotubes as well. So I don't know if there's an organic planet here, but because I think no, I don't remember. It's got a gas giant. I don't know what it's making. And so by the time I've done fiddling about doing all that stuff, we'll have probably done all the researches, but it'll also give me a chance to experiment with stacked logistics and see how the maths works with that. Oh, I'm just out of power. Yeah, this is where I was. So what did I rename then? Where's the planet? Okay. Okay. Where is that planet? So what are you? You're a Gobi Desert with 3.3. Oh, you've got tons of resources, haven't you? So if we build here, 102, because don't need silicon for it. That's got way more resources. So if we build there, means turning these won't have any of the infrastructure in. So just finish that off. Has it got much coal? Oh, it has got quite a lot of coal as well. But yeah, I'll probably get rid of that. But we want top 2. I could also check this, couldn't I? Because I think it's messed up. So I'm gonna have to flatten this here. We want to veins remove. Blue. Oh, you've heard that music before. There wasn't an I don't remember it doing an update. I just going mad. Right, so where's the lines? Where's the lines? Put them in. What are you missing? Oh, obviously stuff. So, is this messed up, is the question. Because what should happen is charge runs comes in, gets sent along there, and they discharge. That's okay. Out of those. And those are charge runs going in. So these are all the discharge ones. So then they go in and get charged up. Yeah, and then it should preferentially take the ones that have just been charged. Yeah, okay. So it is okay. I think might have been when. So the problem might have been where I was. Putting the same blueprint down on top and maybe rotating it by accident. Why won't you go in there? Yeah, so just work on this. Try to turn this planet to a blue engine and certainly a blue engine producer. So do steel. What's the problem over there then? Is that... Is it just a hollow bit? Could do that, I guess. Collide with other objects. No. Oh, no, panels. Okay. I thought 200 was enough, but clearly not. What? Why are you saying collide with other objects? So this needs setting, doesn't it? Oh, okay, that was it. Yeah. So let's order in those panels. And I'm going to need a bunch of the other planet as well, so let's do 500. And you in. Put that down. Go. Some more panel. Turbines in. It's gone red. It's gone red. Clearly eaten through what buffers I have had. It's staying red as well. Not bringing any landfill either. Yeah, it's gone white. Okay. So something's clearly struggling. That's going to be the other issue with this system in particular, is they're coming from a very long way away. The ones warping in. Okay. I think I've got one more set of turbines to do. Yeah. Then we should be done. It's almost 6 o'clock. It's gone red again. Let's see if I can work out what the problem is on the stats. So, if we look at that one, ESP system. So purple and green have tanked. Green in particular. I think that's what that's saying. Which makes some sense because the Dyson Sphere is not able to supply the power we need. So these more complicated ingredients. Oh yeah, that's dropped to what? 0. So would I be able to tell what's purple made from? CP and fiber optics. So fiber optics, your particle broadbands are being produced. So less likely to be them, and they're being produced. Why is the consumption of that 0? So we're making 400 of them. Why is this starving for? I'm not making any now. Purple's just gone. Let's increase the range. So it's only making the purple in fits and starts. But CPUs have just been rock solid. Consumption is higher than production. Where are particle rubber bands? Ah, not being able to sort these either is I don't know. Why is the consumption so low? Am I direct feeding them into something? Do they make something? No, they're an end state. How bizarre. No, there you go. You see, completely failed to understand what the problem is. From the stats. So there's another thing to tackle next time. It is coming up to 6 o'clock. I'm both very hungry, very in need of a toilet break. So I'll just get these solar panels down, and we'll leave almost exactly where we joined. Stood on a planet orbiting a red giant and not really knowing what the heck is going on. So it literally only takes... Why does it let you set that higher if the max you can have in there is 500? I guess because it's monitoring this as well. Seems a weird decision. Right, let's get these. So yes, next time we need to work out what the heckins is going on with purple science. Possibly green as well. I don't suppose they're linked, are they? Somewhere? Because you've got lenses. Ah! Quantum chips. Ah. So could it be that the consumption of quantum processes is more because quantum chips are sucking them all up? And not hitting supply. So that could be it could be a double whammy there. Okay. Anyway, let us call it a day. What we scheduled up. So that's it for today, and that's it for this week. And I will not be back next week because next week, as I've mentioned a couple of times, I will be attending my sister's wedding, and will mean I'll be away. But we're back the week after. I will continue on with this. I think that's probably the limit then. If I don't do all of the white sciences, I'll just do it in my own time. Basically, leave the game running once we've got it sort of fixed. And yeah, so I think that's it for this series. We won't be switching over to Satisfactory as I suspected, unless there's some patch comes in. But they're basically saying that because Sweden goes on holiday all of summer, and so they're not basically going to patch it much. So I very much doubt it'll fix the performance issues. So I won't be able to run it. So one of my other Factorio series will be making a return, possibly aesthetic rather than blueprints. Saturday will be Bob's Mods again, though. We are a good couple of streams off of finishing, but we're not that far off. Whether I then bring blueprints back as well, or I maybe look at doing another mod. I'm not sure if I wanted to do... I probably will do Bob's Angels at some point, but I'm not sure if I want to launch straight into doing it, having just finished Bob's. I might try one of the other mods. Somebody recommended Pyanodons. I understand that to be quite complicated. The C block as well is like staggeringly complicated. Why is there a random piece of belt? It's just a single piece of belt. It's obviously been left there. Oh dear. Yes, so I might do sort of like 248k. I did see the end of Catherine Sky's playthrough and she got quite frustrated with it, so maybe that's when I'll just give up, because I think it's in a one where it's just enormous production scales, for the sake of enormous production scales again. So yeah, we will have to see. You never know. We might find out when the expansions are going to happen. If it ever will happen. It seems to have taken them as long to develop the expansion as it did to take the original, to build the original game. So yeah, it could be quite interesting. Anyway, that's all from me. Just a little plug and promo. If you want to catch up with this series, watch the full thing through, watch any of my other 2 Dyson Sphere playthroughs, or all those Factorio series I mentioned, or the Satisfactory playthrough. All of those are archived as VODs on my YouTube channel, and you can catch them there. So, all it remains for me to say is, if you have been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it, and you might consider coming back for another. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Dyson Sphere Program. Thanks for watching.